out there, and he played big. He played large tonight for us. So really good game by him.
What did Keaton prove to you guys tonight?
I mean, we all knew Keaton was a great quarterback coming in. Saw him in the spring. We all got to see him in the spring, and he looked great. We didn't know. I mean, we wasn't a highly touted recruit coming out of high school, so we didn't really know much about him. But after the first day, we knew he can sling the ball. And going into the spring and fall, like you said, it was QB competition. We didn't really have a starter named, so we were getting reps with all the quarterbacks. So I mean, we didn't care who was out there as receivers. We were just going out there catching the ball.
What did you think about that throw, the touchdown, the long touchdown throw?
I mean, it was a great throw. When I was running my route, I knew I had him beat from the start.
Yeah.
But when I looked up, I saw the ball was kind of high, and it kind of made me nervous because I knew it was going to give the safety some time to come over.
A little too much air.
Yeah. But I mean, it was perfect. Dropped right in my hands. Safety came up at the end, hit me, but I was able to make the catch.
Keaton, do you think that pass was going to be completed when you threw it, or were you worried?
Yeah, I thought it'd be complete because I wanted to run under it, but I was worried he was gonna get killed after. But no, he did a great job.
Slovis, you mentioned last week it was good to get those reps in. Tonight, what were some of the things that you wanted to clean up over the weekend and put on the field tonight?
I mean, I definitely have to look at the tape and see from there, but I think there's a few times where I missed a few reads and tried to make too much happen with my feet in the pocket, and I think I missed some open guys, so I think from that aspect.
How'd you sleep last night? How'd you pass the time all day just waiting for this moment to come?
I didn't sleep very well last night, but it was a long day today too. But once I got out and changed into my warm-up gear, it felt pretty good.
Could you have expected 377 yards and 3 touchdowns?
Probably not.
How good is he?
He's a great quarterback, like I said. We knew when he came in, we saw the first day of him throwing the ball, we all knew what his potential was, and he showed it tonight.
You weren't surprised at all by anything?
Not at all. I mean, when he was actually rooming next to me in the hotel, and he looked as calm as ever. When we got out there, he didn't really look rattled at all. He rallied us up after each drive and said, "Let's go," and that's what he did tonight.
Surprised you at all to see him leading the band though after the game?
Yeah, I was doing an interview. I looked back and I see Keaton holding the sword. That was pretty cool.
Coach, two-part question. How important was it? They go up 14-3, turnover right away on that kickoff, but you hold them to a field goal, and then you guys come down and connect on that touchdown. How important was that? And then on to the second one.
Yeah, it really sparked us, because it was getting away in a hurry. And anytime that we have a sudden change, we talk about how important that is defensively to force a kick, and they did, because a touchdown there could have been devastating. And then all of a sudden, and I really credit Graham, because as poised as everybody was, he might have been the most. And he said, "Hey, you know what? We're going to drive this one down." He didn't try to deviate from a game plan. He stuck right to it the whole night, even though we were down, at that point 17-3. And then we drive it right back down, and he calls a shot to Amon-Ra, and then it's a one-score game. And you could just feel the emotion on the sideline, like, yeah, we got this.
And the second part, when Coach Ellis sends you the highlights of Keaton here, and you said you saw it, what did you see that wanted you to say, yes, let's give this guy a chance, let's bring him in here and recruit him?
Yeah, one of the biggest things that happened is getting to see him live. I'll never forget him coming to camp, and there's a bunch of supposed 4- and 5-star guys out there, and exactly what you saw tonight is what he did that day. There was no fear. It was just poised, looking forward to the opportunity, couldn't wait to compete, and he showed out. And you just knew right there that, again, trust your evaluation, trust that what you see, and don't get caught up in perception or stars, get caught up in production, and that's what we want our quarterback position to be.
Clay, the defense didn't allow any points after the half. What was key to that turnaround on that side of the ball?
Say it one more time, I'm sorry.
The defense seemed to clamp down in the second half. What was key to that turnaround?
Yeah, we really thought in the first half we had some gap integrity issues that got some big runs in our A-gap, and we cleaned that up at halftime, so the runs went away. And then I thought we got to the quarterback better in the second half and flushed him a little bit more. Third downs I thought were key, 4 for 11 tonight. Again, they're batting low 30% right now in 2 games. I thought at the end of the day, except for the last drive, defensive drive, we played pretty clean football. I think we only had like 5 penalties. We had 3 in game 1. We had 5 going into the last drive and got 2. But I thought it was a pretty clean ball by everybody in that second half.
What do you think of OG's performance tonight?
Like I said before, I thought OG played a really big game for us. He's a kid that really happy for. You don't know how hard it is to have not one but 2 shoulder surgeries at the same time. Both are 6-month rehabs, and how much work he's put into this season and that rehab to get strong and get back out here. He's a talented player with a really, really bright future.
One more.
Play that 4th and 1 in the 4th quarter where you let Keenan throw it. Does it kind of demonstrate how much confidence you guys have in him as a staff?
And no question. We were in a position that we thought we could end the game right there. The one thing I know about Graham Harrell, there is no fear in him. He knew